morning. Ugh. Thursday morning, 2 o'clock, well 3 minutes past 2. It's wet. No, it's not raining at the moment, obviously. Done my checks. That tree is still down. A couple of weeks. What does it take for someone to come along and cut the tree down? Moto, you really are shit services. Watch out for these speed bumps around here somewhere.
At the end of the road, turn right. Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
The rabbits are out. I came out here one day and this creature, I can only describe it as a creature, comes scuttling out of the trees from the right here and went straight up into the hedge straight ahead of us here.
At the end of the road, turn left.
And it was carrying a sleeping bag. It was a youngish bloke, I think. It went through the hedge here somewhere. Right, hedge monkey.
Turn left, then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
Looked really weird. I don't think he couldn't have been the full shilling. I don't really. And it was this sort of time in the morning. So God knows what he was up to. Right, A34 northbound.
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
Should be a nice little easy run up, about 2 hours. Should get there for about 4, due in at 4:30. Oh, it was a quiet night in Chieveley last night.
Feet, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, A34, towards Oxford. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
It was a quiet night, yeah. I had woke up a couple of times. I woke up and I thought, oh, must be nearly time to get up. And I wasn't sort of drowsy, but I was sort of like, okay, yeah, you know, I could get going now. You know, I felt like I'd had enough sleep to go, so I thought, well,
after 600 feet, cross the roundabout and take
it's time to go.
Exit A34 towards Oxford.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
And it was only 20 past 8, so I was like, oh, okay. It took me a little while to get back to sleep, well, not long, I don't reckon. And then,
take the exit, then keep right.
the next time I really I woke up about, no, I woke up at about 1:15, I think it was. And I was a bit chilly, so I pulled my fleecy blanket over me. So it was quite warm last night when I went to bed. Yeah, it's very warm actually.
After 900 feet, keep right.
Alright, let's go. And woke up at 1 o'clock, pulled the blanket over me, got another 20 minutes, half hour, and the alarm went off at 1:30.
Keep right.
So yeah, good to go. Card went in at 1:45. We're off to see the wizard.
Follow A34 towards Oxford for 26 miles.
Plenty of water about though today. Got a bit of standing water. Doesn't cause me too many issues. Not in this. We can sort of plough our way through, but if you're in a car, Oh, itchy back. Get myself sorted here. There we go. Right, settle myself in. I've got coffee. I've got some breakfast biscuits. It's 2:08 in the morning. Who wants to be a trucker? Come on, hands up. Oh, getting up at this unearthly hour. But it's alright, I've made a tenner. But you know, I get up every day this week. At the time I got up every time last week, but last week I didn't make any money, and this week I've earned an extra 50 quid this week. Well, I will have by the time I thought another 40, I had 10 quid a day. So, you know, for doing what I normally do. I'll take another £10 a day for doing what I normally do. Easy money, innit? All adds up. No, I do this. I do these, as you know, I do these times nearly every day. So over a month, you're looking at anything between 150 to £200 a month extra. Thank you very much. I'll take it. I'll take that. Easy money, because I haven't had to do anything for it. And that's the best sort of money. I'm only doing what I do. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. A bit snotty this morning. What's going on? Bloke, funny enough, a bloke yesterday when I was in this place I was yesterday, he said, don't go anywhere near me, mate. I'm just getting over the flu. Still struggling. Well, I wasn't anywhere near him, but fuck me, I'm snotty this morning. Let's see how this pans out. Right, on that note, I'm going to drink some coffee. I'll speak to you all later. Hello. Time now, 8:13 Thursday. I've tipped. M42 southbound. Southbound, my voice went in. Been on the road for 12 minutes, forgot to make myself a brew. Bad state of affairs. Two things I want to talk about. Firstly, thank you for all your kind messages about Flat Cat, Milo, running out of lives. Really appreciate it. Yeah, he was a funny lad, he's a funny little lad. Well, not so much of the little either, he was a big cat for being so young. And yeah, it's surprising how much of a hole they leave when they're not there. And he wasn't with us long either. He had a real impact on us. He was such a character. Yeah, so we were lucky enough. We weren't looking for another cat. We decided that we weren't, but one found us through a friend of a friend. Made it clear that we weren't going to get another one to everybody, and somebody reached out and said, look, we've got a, we know of a kitten that they're really struggling to home, and want to know whether you'd be interested in helping. You can't say no, can you? You know. There's like the gorgeous Kira said, she had a kitten-sized hole in her heart. You know, yeah, it really upset her. So we've got a little lad called Walter now, and he's got big shoes to fill, but he's living up to them. He's quite, I think he's going to turn into a real, from what we've seen, a real gentle cat, you know, a gentle lad. Whereas Milo was like barking off the wall. You know, he was attacking our other cat, who was 8, and going up to him and bopping him on the nose. And that only got worse as he got older. But he did that from day one, more or less. He had no fear, which probably led to which was probably the reason for his demise. But this one is a little bit more cautious. So yeah, no, it's all's good. But thank you very much. Second thing I want to talk about is anxiety.
Slow traffic on M42. Traffic jam ahead between A452 Left Road and A446 Litchfield Road. 2 minutes delay.
Right. Now you're probably zooming in and out of the water now. I don't know. But anyway, you can just don't bother looking. Just listen. I suffer from anxiety. I have done for a number of years now. I think I've always had, to be totally honest with you, but more so recently. I play things over in my head. I play the scenario, something happens and I play it over in my head, and then I play it over in my head, and then I talk about it out loud. I don't even realise I'm doing it. I've done it on camera a couple of times, so it's gone quiet, and then I've been mumbling. You may have heard in the past. And I'd talk through the conversation that I've had, and it's over and over and over and over and over, and I lose sleep over it because I'm overthinking. And it's not good. It's not good for you. So I had an issue on Tuesday, I think, this week, which set me off again, and that set me into going through the routine, talking it through, running it through my head, speaking it out loud, talking through the conversation that I've had, that I'm going to have, that I could have, that I might have, that I should have, that I need to have. And it's exhausting. And then you end up having this conversation, and it all turns out okay, everything's sorted, so there's no issues whatsoever, you know. So you then you play those conversations over in your head, over and over and over and over. And it is tiring. It's very tiring.
After 3/4 of a mile, keep right.
And all the will in the world of, oh, think about something else, do this, do that. No, it doesn't work. It's there. You just play it in your head again and again and again. And the only time that stops it from happening is time. Now, thankfully, I don't have too many dramas going on in my life. I'm llama drama, you know. I don't have them. I do not have any llamas in my life, and purely and simply because I know that if I did, I think today that I'd lose the plot rather rapidly. I can't continually have these dramas, because it's, I have one and that's enough, and it'll take me 3 or 4 days to get rid of it. So if I had a continuous drama, I'd be in pieces, which is why I'm so grateful for the gorgeous Kira, that she is the way she is, and we just don't between us, we just don't have dramas. There are no dramas, which for me is brilliant. And You know, it is a question of time, and I think the only way to get rid of this, the only way not to have anxiety is to not to have problems. Now, that's easier said than done, isn't it? Because, you know, some people, and this is the term I use, right? And it's not a nice term, but it's a term, and it's a good use of a good use, and an accurate description. It's a shit magnet. Some people just attract shit. I've known people that are shit magnets. I've lived with people that are shit magnets, and they just attract shit.
After 1.2 miles,
it's one fucking drama after another, you know, and it does you in, because although you try not to get involved, you can't do anything but get involved. So somehow you've got to try and extract yourself from the situation, and that's the way to do it. You just got to extract yourself from that situation. Well, that's the way I deal with it. You know, everybody's different, and some people can't. But I think you've got to look at your life and your lifestyle and what's causing you that anxiety. You've got to cut that. You know, it's a bit like a cancer. You've got to cut it out, or at least deaden it. Do you know what I mean? You know, from time to time, problems crop up in your life, and you're not going to go to your partner, right, I'm off, or you're off, here's your bags, away you go. You know, you got to work your way through it, but you got to work your way through it in a way that does the least amount of damage. But worst case scenario, cut it out. Cut that aspect of your life out. It just takes time, but if you've continually got those dramas going on in your life, then that's just going to cause you even bigger problems. Like I say, thankfully I don't have many, not these days.
After half a mile, take the exit 7A M42 towards the southwest, then take the motorway. Slow traffic on M42, traffic jam ahead, between Trinity Road and Coventry Road, 4 minutes delay.
But it's Thursday today, and I'm still talking about an incident that happened on Tuesday.
Take the exit 7A, then take the motorway.
So, yeah. So anyway, I'm about to go into even heavier traffic, by the looks of it. And it's raining, and you're probably focusing on a dot, and the wipers are annoying you. But, as we head into winter, it's probably going to be quite a bit of this. We've had some heavy old rain in the last couple of days. Excuse me. So the plan now is I've left Tamworth, I'm heading down the M42, going to pick up the M40, A34, you know the story. Back down to Southampton, box off, books on, and probably up the road somewhere, maybe, possibly, who knows. I've got no information as of yet. So we'll find out when we find out. I did manage to get an hour's sleep while I was there. I must have zonked right out, because it was full of vans and stuff, and I never heard any of them leave. But that's what happens when you get up at 1:30 in the morning. You know, you sleep like the dead at any opportunity. Still want to be a trucker? Yeah, you know, it's 8:24 now. I've been on the go for 8 hours. Life on the road. Life on the road. Anyway, this is boring. It's boring for me, so it must be boring for you. So I shall speak to you all later on. Hello. 10:09. Thursday. Just coming off the A34. Car in front. She could do with less talking and waving her arms about and more concentrating on her driving. Let's see where they end up. So far, so good.
Take the exit, A34.
Looking good. We're committed. And we're off.
Follow A34 towards Oxford for 12 miles.
Well, I know this box is going on the key. That's as far as I know. Anything after that, I haven't got a clue. So, as soon as I know more, I'll let you know. I took a quick 15-minute break. My plan is to do a VBS for 12 o'clock. I can take another 30 minutes, so I get on the dock about 12:30, and then go from there. Do 12 to 1. So I'll be getting down there at about 4 hours. I think we'll see. We'll see as I get down there. I've got to take another 30 minutes somewhere along the line. So we'll see what the plan is. See what the score is. Fuck wettery, broken down vehicle. We've got a Marmite in front of us, so he's only going to be doing 52. Well, he's not even doing that. So let's scoot on by him. Speed these guys are doing here. They're doing 52. So we need to think about getting past these as well. 53. And they're picking up a better speed. So I'll stop for a quick 15. Made myself a cheese and onion toasty. And my Ridge Monkey pan, highly recommended. I wish Ridge Monkey would sponsor me. Come on, Ridge Monkey. I need a new one. I've broken the hinge on mine. I like it. They're a brilliant toasty pan. They flip both sides, you see, you can heat both sides of the pan up. Excellent. And that, coffee, and I'm away down the road. So as soon as I know something a bit more, I'll let you know. Until then, speak to you later. Hello, don't know if you can hear me. Stop the rain. Don't know how much you can see either. Everyone's slowed their speed down now. They've been flying by me. This is when when the accidents start occurring with all the standing water. People going by like loons in the outside lane, hit a patch of water, and before they know it, aquaplaning and off into the fields. It's eased off again now, but a lot of water on the road. There's some big old dumps of rain. So still no news of what I'm doing, so I'm just heading down to Rownham. I'm going to park up, make a half-hour break, and then see what happens after that. No, I was going to say something, but I forgot it. At least they've got their lights on. Apart from this cop. Question the other day, and the question was, would you consider container work to be good as a first job, you know, once you pass the test? I'd probably say yeah, but I didn't mean no wrong. There's probably easier stuff, you know, some, you know, as long as you're used to strapping, and depends what you're used to doing before. I mean, this is, you know, container work's easy, you don't have to worry about strapping the loads now. It's a sealed box, you don't go anywhere near it, you just got to be aware of what's inside it. You've got to bear in mind that, oh, look, calm down. You've got to bear in mind that it could be top heavy, it could be loaded all on one side. All the weight could be either at the back end or at the front. It could be all over the place. The load could have shifted in transit. There's all sorts of different things. So, as long as you bear that in mind, and you know you've got to drive with an air of caution. And you go to some, you're not doing the same thing every day. You're not going to the same places. You're going to be different. You'll be going to different places all the time. Because it'll be a little while before you start repeating this, going to the same place. Or he's going to get wet on that motorbike. Personally, I'm not interested in doing general haulage, strapping loads or flatbed work or oversized loads. It doesn't interest me. It's like you've got to get your hands dirty with that and break into a sweat. My days of doing that are over, you know. I just want an easy life. If you're a young man, then that might be a bit more exciting for you. But if you want an easy life, container work. A lot of early starts and a lot of waiting around, but you know, fill your time, do something useful. I never get bored. Personally, I don't get bored. I've got a 3-hour tip. Time I've had a bit of a snooze, something to eat, a cup of coffee, made a couple of phone calls. You know, it's time to go again. You know, it's nice and relaxed. You're not rushing around all the time. Apart from when you're on docks, then it's a bit like wacky races. So apart from them, it's alright. I'm grinding up again now, look. It really is like, torrential down, but it's all or nothing. Maybe that's how our weather is going to be from now on, you know, and it seems to be like this. As I look ahead of me now, I don't know whether you'll see, as I come around the corner here, we're going back into a bit more heavy rain. Yeah, I remember years ago, and it just used to be like a persistent, you know, persistent rain all day. Yeah, just, you know, wet. Now it's really like tropical, isn't it? It is tropical. Tropical downpours, dries up. We get a huge dump of water. And it all dries up. We're going into it again. Let's see what it's like. I'll leave you on. Well, I won't edit it out. That's more to the truth. So we got about 12 miles before we hit Winnell Roundabout in Winchester. There we go. Looking down here, you can see it coming. Ready? Just about here. Stop a bit. Unbelievable. And it stops. Well, it's not weird, that's the way it's going, isn't it? Look at that fumes of water coming out on the other side of the road then. Loads of water. Constant spray of water going up my left hand side there. Huge amounts of water. Some water here, watch out car. No lights on. Oh. Waiting for an accident now. Looks okay, I've got blue sky out there now, look. Unreal, isn't it? amounts of water. It's 8:34 coming out of Sutton, Scotland, southbound. Time 11:14. All is well in my world. I think I put the card in at 1:45 this morning. I think I've already said that though. Sun's coming out now, look. Truck is absolutely filthy, more dirty than it normally is. I did hose it down the other day. So I'm aiming for randoms. Park up in there. And again, today is a bit like yesterday, where I haven't done a huge amount of driving. I'm only on 5 hours and 8 minutes now for the day, but a long day. It's the working time that is going to do me today. Slowed down there, Eurosal, but what's this? A little caravan. Seems to be a bit inconsistent with his speed. A strange caravan that actually, couldn't quite work it out, all the windows were blacked out. Look at some sort of snack bar, gin bar, I don't know, bar. Or mobile knocking shop, I don't know. You never know these days, can you? boat on that. Sunshine and the roads are dry now. It's the sort of day where you better not go out without taking an umbrella. Do you know what I mean? At least take a jacket. Right, well, when I know more, I'll tell you. Until then, I'll speak to you later. Hello! Raining again. Time now, 24 minutes past 2.
Take the exit 9, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
For those eagle-eyed, I'm northbound on the A34. On the docks, just after 12 o'clock. Box off into my favourite container yard. Box on in an hour. Just under an hour.
After a quarter of a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A34, towards Newbury.
So now we're heading for Newbury services. I was hoping to get to Swindon, but ain't gonna happen.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
And there we go, tropical weather.
Take the exit, Winchester bypass.
It's coming in sideways. That's a bit slow. Followed him out of Southampton.
After 3/4 of a mile, keep left.
Oh, the weather. This is horrendous. I don't think the camera does it justice. What the sound's going to be like. Right, we're going for it. faster. You're not going to dissolve. Mind you, this lane is a bit drier than the outside lane. Motorbikes, no thank you. Done enough of that before. I once rode down, I was riding down to see some friends in Cornwall, and I got stuck in, I can't remember what the storm was called. It was registered as Storm Summit, you know, had a name. My God. I got down there and I had full waterproofs on, but I was sodden. I think, luckily I got really good boots, and my feet weren't wet, they were a little damp, so I was lucky. But how they stayed dry, it just showed how good they were. Down a bit of wipers a bit, I think. See if we had a car start aquaplaning. So we've got a bit of weight on board, not overly heavy. I think the box is about 15 tonnes, something like that. So, yeah, not really heavy. The mid-axle down. It should drop down at anything over about 12 tonne, but yeah, it was staying up. Distance sensor 30, so that's my cruise control off. There must be a bit more weight on the back end, so it's not registering the weight. Back end of the box, there must have heavier goods in the back end of the box than there is in the front end. Yeah, I decided to drop the axle down, and it gives me just a little bit more braking as well. Like I say, in these conditions, you need all the help you can get. But what it doesn't do is give you traction in the way. So if I was doing a lot of manoeuvring, I'd raise the axle so there was more weight on my drives. That gives me a bit better traction, so I don't spin out. Oi, Sutton Scotland, straight on past tonight. Although I could do with staying in there. And I'm going to keep on going. Or are we going to stop? No. 2. Well, we're obviously going to keep them going. Sensors cleaned itself off, back on the cruise. Oh, it's weather. I think it's rained every day this week. I honestly can't remember the last time it's rained every day. You get the odd day, don't you? You know, and you might get the odd shower, but not on and off like this. And it's not constant either, is it? Because I'll get another 2 or 3 miles up the road, and the sun will be shining, or it'll be dry. The road will be dry as a bone somewhere. So I didn't need to go back to the yard and get diesel either, so I topped up yesterday, rimmed it, so saved a bit of time. And you water around, look at this light here. Go on up the hill. This looks pretty wet all the way, doesn't it? Places along the A34 that does flood out a bit. And I have seen cars embedded in the bank as a result of it. I've never seen anyone actually do it, but I've seen I've seen the aftermath a couple of times. Just need to slow down a bit. You can't be doing 70-80 miles along here. These people think they're invincible, don't they? Know your limits. You're never as good as you think you are. what I'll do is I'll probably put you on when I get to as I go into the services, if I remember. If not, we'll have a game tomorrow. Hopefully on the way out. Won't be on the way in because it'll still be dark and I won't be able to see. But tomorrow we'll have a game of tied in, tied out, and we're going over the old bridge, not the new one, over the old bridge into Chepstow. So that's where we're off tomorrow, into Chepstow. 4:30 in the morning. Still want to be a trucker? He's turned into a fucking bat. I think I'm nocturnal. I'll speak to you all later. Hello. Well, the weather's taking a bit of a turn. There's now thunder and lightning thrown into the mix. Don't know whether we'll catch any. Just what you want in a thunderstorm is to be dragging a 44 ton, a 40-foot metal box behind you. That could all go horribly wrong. He's on a mission, this boy. It's Thrash It Thursday. It's not even Put Down Friday, but he's on Thrash It Thursday. Coming in like that. Get a bit of space. He's on it. I'm just taking it nice and steady. Tortoise in the hair. Let's get there in one piece, eh? See if we see another lightning strike. Occurring here. Back off and give everybody a bit of room. I don't know if you can hear me, hopefully you can over all this din. I actually quite enjoy driving in these conditions. No one's got their washing out. It's going to be a bit wet. Mother won't be happy. Oh, that was nice and quiet, wasn't it? there's another Flash It Thursday. I'm in no rush. Let's get to where I'm going safely. There you go, tortoise in the hair. See some flashing lights, but I don't know why. I think it's a big old bit of kit. I'm coming off in a minute, so coming off in a mile. Quiet. There you go. Good. Back again. In for a bit of quiet. Oh, peace momentarily. Bears to my left. Watch out for them bears. Especially in this weather, they get a bit angry. And you would if you were out in this weather, wouldn't you? I know they got a fur coat, but there's nothing wet. There's nothing like a wet fur coat, is there? It's not good. We're definitely in bear country. More bears. Nice and gently.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit towards Ebury.
Look where he's going. One of our trailers on.
After 300 feet, go left on the roundabout
motorbikes.
and take the first exit. Then you will reach your destination. It is on your right.
Yeah, bloody soaking. Oh dear, where they're going. You can feel that the tyres were spinning there.
You have reached your destination. It is on your right.
Get off those bikes and into the shelter. Where am I going to park? Let's have a look. My favourite spot's not there. Just you stop, mate. Jeez. He wasn't going to, was he? He wasn't going to. Oh, it looks like I can get on the end here. This will do me. This will do me. Absolutely dandy. Once I'm straight. I think I'm going to be about there, I reckon. Just about there. Right, we're in. And you see how wet it is? Wetter than an otter's pocket, I think would be fair to say. And that's wet. So this is where I'll say goodbye, and I'll speak to you tomorrow morning, early o'clock. Farewell.